Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about one of the features that Rockstar absolutely needs to add into Grand Theft Auto Online. And funny enough, it's something we've talked about in a previous video, is something I've deemed is very important, but I've actually got something amazing to show off to you guys today. And essentially, this feature revolves around selling and buying items in the game. Now, you might be saying, wait a minute, we do that all the time. But we do that in a very limited sense, and this new feature would open up so many doors and so many possibilities. So this project was created by Reality Designs. He's created a couple concepts that we've looked at here on the channel, including the Flocking project and the Casino Online project. However, this project is called Rock List. Now, Rock List is really cool. It would basically allow players to buy and sell items that they own in the game. So this could be objects, vehicles, clothing, custom weapons, custom vehicles, outfits that have been created by the players. And what this is supposed to be a parody of the site Craigslist, which is where people meet people, they buy and they sell stuff. It's kind of like a marketplace to get people together so that they can exchange goods for cash or other goods for other goods. So you can obviously see this is pretty funny. This is his parody name. Instead of Craigslist, it's called Rock List, which is obviously very, very funny. And their slogan is "Find all which you need." And as a reference of the online classified ads of Los Santos, you can see this is what the site would look like right here. And if we enter the site, you can see that there is multiple parts. The first of which is the buying part. So if you were going to the buy section, this is something that you would likely see. You would see a good mix of classified ads. Some of the examples here is what looks to be a modified version of the Zentorno. You can see this might have a special paint job on it, might be already modified or upgraded. You can see another one is the Vapid Blade, the Micro SMG. The one is an urban lumberjack style outfit. One of the rare t-shirts, the Twilight Knife t-shirt. That's pretty cool. You can see the Grati Brioso right there. American flag glasses. A rare Frankenstein, which is really cool. We'll talk about that in a little bit. One of the stilt homes, and then a trendy winter outfit. So let's talk about the buying process, why I think this could be pretty cool. Because number one, there's a lot of rare things you can do with either vehicles or outfits or even homes and yachts in some cases that might be pretty unique. So let's say you have found a rare vehicle in the game and you decided to customize it. You could then put it on this website and sell it to maybe someone that was interested. One of the great examples here is the Frankenstein, which is only available once a year for about 14 days. So that's why you would see that very high price point of like $2 million, because what if someone really, really wants the Frankenstein? Well, instead of having to wait another year for Halloween, they could simply go on this Rock List website and purchase it themselves. Another example is the outfits. What if you have some rare clothing from the Independence Day special, the rare Halloween masks? What if you want to sell those? That could be a great way to get some content that you might have missed out on, but at the same rate, not having to wait another year or for it to be released again in Grand Theft Auto Online. So that is super cool. Now, let's say you wanted to buy something. Let's say we wanted to go for that Vapid Blade. You could see this would be the next screen, kind of a confirmation page. You can see Vapid Blade. In the description, you can see it is equipped with max engine, transmission, and armor. So that's why you see the price of $250,000. That's pretty cool. And you could also see it's kind of got this pink paint job. Again, maybe someone has a rare paint job that you don't have that looks awesome. This would be a great way to buy something that you couldn't typically get from the standard websites in game. So I thought that that was really, really awesome. Now, in my opinion, that's not the best part here. I think that the best part here is the selling feature of this, because it would allow players to sell their custom weapons, their properties, clothes, outfits, and even vehicles. That's right. This would be an awesome way to get rid of Pegasus vehicles, which I've stated is one of the things that we need the most in Grand Theft Auto Online. Pegasus vehicles, don't know why we can't sell them, and maybe people would have a need for them on this marketplace, and we would be happy to get rid of them. So if you wanted to sell something, this is kind of how it would work. Very similar to how you would do it in real life. You would create an advertisement. You could see you would select either one of your vehicles, you would select one of your properties, you would obviously give it a title, you would give it a description, some of the key words that you have about the vehicle itself, whether it's upgraded, whether it has a special paint job, whether it's a limited edition Halloween or Christmas vehicle. You could set the price. This one was set for $150,000. There's also a sponsor sponsored button as well, and that's pretty cool because if you wanted to add $20,000 or $20,500 to it, it would make it one of these sponsored advertisements, which means it would be more likely to be seen by more players, which could obviously get it out to more people, and you'd have a higher chance of selling it. So that's pretty awesome. I really, really like that feature. Off to the right, you can obviously see a couple more ads as well. Like another great example, limited edition gratis t-shirt. Let's say you don't want that, but someone does. You could obviously put a pretty high price on that. So that's pretty cool. You could also select 2 images and then you hit publish. I think that that's pretty amazing. Same thing here. If we move on to another page, you can see this guy is now trying to sell an outfit, and you can see he's got a rare shirt. It is the For Hire shirt that I think can only be unlocked by doing one of the challenges in game, which once again would make it pretty rare. So you could add a title, you could select an outfit, add a description, add an image, sponsor it if you want, and then finally publish it to this marketplace page. And there's also a third part of this project called the My Account page. And the My Account page is basically where you would view all of your classified ads. So you can see this example right here. He has 2 items for sale. One of them is a Karen Futo. Another one is an outfit that was actually sold. And you can see here you've got options to withdraw the money if it's purchased, which you can see is the bottom one. So he got $3,000. He'd be able to withdraw that money. And you can see in the top one, he has the option to edit it, either delete it. Let's say you change your mind, don't want to sell it anymore. And you can also see how many visits he has gotten here. So you can see on the top one, over 50,000. On the bottom one, over 450,000, which is pretty crazy. So that is pretty awesome right there. And another thing about this concept I really love is just the little details that he's gone into. This is kind of like a little notification page. If something happens on your My Account, you can see the little 1 right there. So if someone either expresses interest or ends up buying or selling one of your items, you would get a little ticker right there. Also, another thing I love is the bar at the bottom that has all of the sponsors. You can see that they want them to follow you on Life Invader and Bleeder. Some of the partners, Fleesa, Maze Bank, Bank of Liberty, Blaine County Savings Bank. Snapmatic is one of the sponsors, which I think is pretty awesome to say the least. And I think this would be an incredible idea because it would allow players to essentially set prices on rare items in the game or find bargains for other vehicles. It would just be a great way for players to get rid of unwanted stuff, hunt for rare items that they want to acquire and add it to their inventory, and really so much more. I could see this website being used for an absolute ton of possibilities, whether you're buying or selling, or just looking to get a couple things out of your inventory, or just trying to help out the community by putting together some crazy outfits or donating some pretty cool vehicles. I could see this being absolutely amazing. Now, what's also interesting here is it could be a great way to share some money with friends as well. Maybe you wanted to help out a friend or something like that. Instead of having to sell them a vehicle, maybe there could be a money share feature. Now, I could see that being abused very heavily, and that's one of the things and one of the ideas that I have about this and why it could be difficult. Rockstar would obviously have to balance this out. They would need to make sure that it couldn't be abused, because that's what likely people would do, and they would probably try to scam people as well. Just like in real life, I never recommend you use Craigslist all that much. It's kind of creepy, and there's a lot of scammers on there, so you definitely need to look out for that. But I could actually see Rockstar introducing this into the game. Now, one thing that I would probably see them doing is taking a percentage or a fee, very similar to what sites like eBay do, where when you use their site, they're going to take a fee for having their site as the marketplace. So maybe it would be like 1 or 2% of the final outcome. So let's say you sold something for $100. If it was 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5%, they would take anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 or $5 from you based off of that percentage. So once again, I could see them implementing this into the game. I think it could be a great way for obviously them to profit, especially if they took a little bit of money off of it. And I think this would be a feature that a lot of people would use because number one, the GTA community, very creative, coming up with outfits, paint jobs, rare cars. That would be awesome. But number two, the kind of current management inventory system we have in online right now for vehicles and Pegasus cars and clothing is a little clunky at the moment. And I wish there was a way to organize that in a little better process. And if we could make some money on it, that would be an even better system. And as I mentioned earlier, it would be a great way to kind of get rid of some of the items we no longer use but don't have the opportunity to sell. So this could be Pegasus vehicles, yachts, MC clubhouses, CEO offices. I mean, what if you wanted to get rid of your CEO office and you could sell it at a discount just to get rid of it? people would jump all over that if they're interested in becoming a CEO. So that would be pretty awesome. So bottom line, I think that this concept is amazing. I think that this feature of a player-to-player marketplace to buy and sell goods would be incredible, but it is certainly ripe for exploits, glitches, scams. I mean, anyone that could just get rich quick here by trying to scam other players, and that is probably the biggest issue right there. So, like I said, I think that this idea, this concept, this feature certainly needs to be implemented into online, but I'm really worried about that it, like I said, it would be abused if it was introduced, which is why Rockstar is probably only going to stick with websites that only have one user on the other side, which is us, and the other just being an NPC. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this idea, this concept. I think it's pretty amazing, but I'd love to get your thoughts and opinions as well. If you want to check out the full concept, I'll leave a link in the description. I think it's pretty awesome, so check it out if you want. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.